What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So the Season 6 update has finally been released for all versions of Call of Duty Mobile, including Global, and I did test out the wide variety of weapon changes that this update had to offer, and holy fucking god, I have nothing negative to say about any of these changes. All the weapons that were adjusted during this season update, holy fuck, everything is just absolutely insane. Everything is, it kind of feels like every weapon at this point is viable with the exception of a small number of guns. Like, maybe like one or two are not viable, like, you know, outside of secondaries, but Jesus, dude, every gun is amazing. So like I said, I went to the training room, I tested out every single weapon, their ADS speeds, every single thing. And yeah, everything feels so much more smoother, so much more faster. The aim shake for a lot of weapons has disappeared, including the ASM10, which we are discussing today. Let's not also forget about the SMGs that got a sizable range buff. Well, you know, multiplier buff, but it still affects their range. So the Razorback, the HG40 are absolutely incredible now. They are where they need to be. You know, for the 3-shot weapons like the ASM10, Man of War, and as well as the DRH and even the Odin, they also got like some speed buffs. I think the DRH really just got some, I guess, damage buffs, but other than that, I mean, the 3-shot weapons are so much more viable than they are before. Trust me, in this match, like, the ASM10 is so fast. Like, this guy with like a PPSH, MAC-10, and like a CBR literally couldn't keep up against just me and my ASM10. It's that crazy. But I think what sets this one apart compared to the other 3-shot assault rifles is the fact that I think this one's going to be built more for rushing. And I've said it before in my versus video between the ASM10 and the AK-47, this is a much faster alternative to the AK-47. And that seems to be the case when they literally updated its speed to like, holy fuck. So just in case you guys don't know the details of what changed exactly, they improved the reload speed by 10%, decreased flinch by 15%, improved movement speed and ADS movement speed. It didn't really specify how much. Sprint to fire delay reduced from 190 milliseconds to 170 milliseconds. Sprint to ADS delay reduced from 160 to 140. So yeah, overall this weapon is much faster, and I think it's probably like the fastest 3-shot weapon, like right next to the DRH. And just like that, you know, the ASM10 now is brought back to its former glory, or at least close. You know, I think the range back then was probably a little longer, you know, for its 3-shot potential, but I mean, even now, it's still pretty good, especially with the marksman barrel. And even with the reload speed, dude, you feel it automatically. Remember the times when they nerfed it back, like after Season 13? The reload speed became extremely slow. Then they added that one where you flip the mag, and it just made it even slower. I mean, they over-nerfed this thing a ton. I mean, back then, it used to be a fucking 5-shot kill during that nerf time. And now it's like, it's literally brought back into its former glory. In reality, that's kind of the case for most of the weapons that got buffed. It's like a mix of all the meta weapons just coming into one meta or something like that. I don't know, I'm crazy. Another thing that is worth mentioning is the fact that they removed a lot of aim shake from various weapons, and the ASM10 is actually one of them. So that's why you're seeing right now in this gameplay that it's far more stable. Keep in mind, the recoil is still the same. It's just that the gun doesn't bounce as much, so it's not really that distracting. It's kind of like when the AK-47 got its visual recoil reduced, and it just doesn't really bounce anymore. The funny thing about this is that, you know, when I saw these changes, I thought they were kind of unnecessary, because, I mean, I thought the speed for the ASM10, I thought, you know, for the Man of War, Odin, I thought they were fine. But, you know, knowing that, you know, like feeling it now, it's just, wow. And, you know, it kind of makes me fear for the future a little bit, because, you know, 3-shot weapons are kind of like starting to take center stage if you think about it, because with the speed increased on all those 3-shot weapons, it's going to be hard to use anything else. In touch lobbies, they may not mean much, but when it comes to controller lobbies, this is like every controller player's wet dream. So the class up that I have for you guys is the OWC Marksman, no stock, OWC Laser Tactical, the 40-round extended mag, and the rubberized grip tape. So back then, that would have probably been a much heavier build, but now it's like you don't even feel it. It just feels like you're holding the base weapon. That's legit how it feels. The range, I will say, is still kind of shitty, but you know, with the speed like this, I guess it's for the best, because if you had too much range, it'd probably be too overpowered. It would probably be brought back to how the ASM10 was back in like season 13. But anyways, I just want to apologize real quick for not making the video talking about the upcoming changes for at least this weapon. But now that the updates come out, and it kind of came out like sooner than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna come out like, you know, to like later on tonight, not, you know, yesterday night. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to try out this weapon. Trust me, it won't disappoint you, especially for all you controller players out there. So anyways, have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.